Welcome to Character Select. My name is Dave, and with me today is...
Haha! I'm back. It's Gardeford.
the Bonchest of Bonches, and we're playing Sunless Skies, the sequel to Sunless Sea. Sunless Sea actually went over
The Sunquel.
quite a bit better than I expected.
More.
And I think I said at the end that we were going to play Sunless Skies, and here we are.
Yay!
Now,
We're back.
As you can tell from the lack of continue and load game, I haven't played this game even a little bit, so I have no idea about anything in this game. It's going to be good. Go ahead.
I also have no idea. I did not even make it.
Ooh. If you die, you can only continue with a new captain, or if you die, you can reload and continue with a new captain. Fucking legacy.
Or continue with a new captain.
Yeah. Only a few player weapons arc towards targets. What are the other options? Many player weapons arc gently towards targets, making aiming easier. Arc aggressively towards targets.
Moderate. Where's my mega?
All player
Enemy
weapons arc
projectiles.
immediately. Somewhat slower, significantly slower. Let's do somewhat slower.
Why can't I make them faster?
Yeah, because that's gonna...
Why can't I make it so enemies shoot instantly?
Fuel and supplies are consumed at normal rate. Fuels and supplies last longer, making it a little easier to survive and prosper. If you're having it far, okay. I will let you choose that one.
I can't make that one less either.
Probably because the fail better... You want to do prominent?
Just because it'll make it better, like, we won't have to stop
Yeah, we
or
could
go
get more
back
story
as much.
stuff. Yeah,
Can
that makes
explore
sense.
more.
Okay. Thinking about the show. I gotcha.
Yeah. We'll leave the aim assist as it is, though.
Yeah. Fail better games are all about failing better, and it's the name of the company.
Yes.
So this game is going to... Like, that's why this game is not going to be harder, because it's hard enough. Supposedly.
Enough.
The Reach's son, the Garden King, died long ago. Its domains have run wild. Okay. So, I think... So, during Sunless Seas, there's a whole event quest that you can do to help a guy who wants to create a flying vehicle.
Yeah.
This continues assuming that you help that dude.
I'm totally helpful.
Log of Her Majesty's locomotive, the Orpheon. March 14th, 1905. Our expedition to the domains of the dead has been eventful. The Orpheon is damaged and in grievous need of repairs and supplies. We are returning in haste to the Reach, where I hope to make port at New Winchester. May God be with us, for 1,000 deaths wait in the sky. Final entry of Captain Amelia Charity Whitlock, DCM, written shortly before her death.
Whoops.
Yeah, I don't think she...
She was one of those 1,000 deaths.
Fail Better Games presents...
Whoa.
Definitely some sound effects going. Blue Kingdom Transit Relay.
This looks familiar.
Oh, right, I am the pilot, aren't I? Okay, so we have half health, a lot of fuel, very few supplies. Oh, that's the hold. Current cargo and any prospects you've accepted. You can also change your locomotive's equipment here while in port and jettison your unwanted cargo while in port or otherwise. Your possessions, anything that doesn't take up space in your hold, generally because it's small or entirely metaphysical, appears here. Okay. What do we have?
We have... This is the minimum number of people that we need to be safe in the Skytrain.
Alright. This records all aspects of your captain's abilities, accomplishments, and reputation. I think this is a tutorial, and I think we're gonna die. The Orphean. And it's escape from the Blue Kingdom. The captain was injured. Can you see her back to New Winchester? Look for supplies and spare parts on your journey. Okay.
Oh, that's different.
We have no officers. We know nothing of the Reach.
This is just the transit relay. That's just options in the tutorial.
Okay. Hide advice.
Oh god, where are we going?
I don't know, but
this is... to see them back to...
Yeah, check this shit out. You have returned to the Reach, an untamed, sunless span of the heavens. London's new frontier. The celestial garden run wild. So I actually have to hold W to move.
Oh, like hold it? It's not just... Whoa.
Huh?
Whoa. We can dodge.
Oh, it looks like
tumultuous.
Your journey back from the Blue Kingdom was tumultuous. Your locomotive is damaged, and Captain Whitlock badly wounded.
R.I.P. Captain Whitlock.
It handles like a bistro, Jesus. As first officer, the crew look to you. The nearest station is New Winchester. Can you get the Orphean there safely? Considering it's named after Orpheus? Probably not.
Supplies. Nice.
Much to the relief of your stokers, you find a barrel of fuel among the detritus.
We still have no food.
A wreck drifts here, less fortunate even than you. We should scavenge her for repairs, a crewman suggests. The Ozymandias. Look upon my works, ye mighty in despair. The wreck hangs in the sky, pocked with recent gunfire. You and the boarding party don your sky suits, garments of waxed canvas lined with felt to protect against the cold of the sky. Two of the crew are whispering as they dress. What business did Captain Whitlock have in the Blue Kingdom anyway? Why the devil did we trespass in the districts of the dead? You silence him. Now's not the time. Okay. Oh, whoa. Scroll up. You jump. Your stomach lurches with vertigo as the stars blaze above you and below. The air of the heavens is thin and torn by unpredictable winds. Then your boats hit the running board of the Ozymandias, and your leather-gloved hands fumble for a hold. One of your companions throws you a line, and you lash the two engines together. Only then do the rest of the boarding party follow you. One of them forces open an exterior hatch, and you clamber inside. Her interior is cold, unlit, and whistles with wind. Your party's lamps spread buttery light over the narrow, paneled passages. You make your way towards the hold, stepping over bodies crumpled in the corner. Unfortunately, your way is blocked. A bulkhead has been mangled inward by a well-aimed barrage.
Ho-ho.
So, force it away, or...
More precarious.
So what are the chances? Hover over the icons? 75% chance,
75% and 75%.
So, are you more sneaky and evasive, or are you more
what do
buff
I feel
and manly?
like? I never went buff and manly out of the three people, so...
Failure. Lovely. Good job.
Of course.
As you strain against the stubborn steel, you remember an event from a year ago. A boiler explosion had trapped an engineer beneath a tangle of plating and pipework. The captain was first on the scene, you were second. Together you pried the wreckage upwards enough for you to crawl beneath it. The captain braced the bar across her back. By all means, take your time, she grunted as you dragged the engineer out. Back in the present, the twisted bulkhead yields suddenly. Crewman cries out as its jagged edge bites him. You order him taken back to the Orphean, while the rest of you press on. The way is clear.
Huh?
You've reached you reach the Ozymandias' hold, a ruin of smashed cargo and spilled supplies. Hopefully, somewhere among the detritus, you can find parts to repair the Orphean and restock your stores. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. You find enough food and gear to restock your supplies and enough spare parts to make necessary repairs to the Orphean. The food will need to be thoroughly thawed, of course, but you've eaten worse in the skies. "Oh-ho!" cries one of your party, prying the lid off a long crate. It holds a cannon, still nestled in straw. Another crewman pulls a battered birdcage from a pile of ruined cargo. Within the cage, something winged and furry opens a sullen eye. You examine your finds. 15 hull and 4 supplies.
4 supplies.
The Ozymandias emits a long, juddering creak. Your boarding party exchange nervous glances. From the chaos of its hold, you have retrieved repairs and supplies and discovered some useful equipment. A gun that could be mounted on your locomotive and an educated bat. You can claim both of them, apparently.
Oh, you can blame both.
Read out the options when you select them, by the way.
Our own weapons. Oh, our weapons were damaged. Okay. The Cotterel and Heather Sage Jerusalem.
Fires
single shells to a good range.
Yep. You order 2 of your party to get it back to your vessel and fit it immediately. The Ozymandias groans again. The structure shudders spasmodically.
We gotta take the bat, too.
I mean, it's a fucking bat, yeah. The bat treats its rescue as an inconvenience and immediately begins haggling over pay. You offer to put it back in its damn cage and leave it on the Ozymandias, at which point it becomes more polite. You doubt it will last. You could press onto the engine room.
What? Nah, we already got 2 fuel.
Alright. You lead your boarding party back to your vessel. Unshackling her from the buckling Ozymandias, you stoke your engines and steam away. Restock, prepared, and rearm. The crew give a ragged cheer.
Onwards.
Whoa! Look at us go.
Well, you can push the bits.
Press F to send out your scout supplies.
Oh yeah, the scout bat.
It does cost supplies now. Your scout returns. It has found something. Check your map. Something way over there. Okay. We can do.
Nothing.
This place is freaky, by the way. Oh. The walls of the captain's cabin are lined with a hodgepodge of curios from across the sky. Captain Whitlock lies in bed. Black marks cover her skin like a monstrous brand. When she coughs, coils of acrid smoke pour from her lungs.
Uh-oh.
Which would you like to do?
I can see her injuries.
Yeah. Her mouth is blistered from the blue fires that dance on her tongue. Her hand grasps your arm. Her skin is as hot as a kettle. Made arrangements. The Orphean will be yours. Her voice is just a rasp of burned meat breath. But promise, she breaks off to scream a word in a language that was not made for human mouths. When she resumes speaking English, she is weaker. Her request little more than a gasp. Promise me this service. Promise.
The Blue Kingdom.
You want to make demands of her as she dies?
No. We'll see it done.
She sinks back, relieved. All will be a better... She breaks off as the sigils burned into her bones flare, glowing cherry red through her flesh and skin. Better keep them. The effort exhausts her. She sinks back into the scorched pillows in a twisting, frantic fever.
Oh no.
The walls of the captain's cabin, blah, blah, blah. So she's burning from the inside out. That's pretty fucked up, y'all. Okay. You're gonna have to shoot that fucker.
Oh.
Oh, nope. We're gonna shoot through here. Shoot through the scaffolding. Shoot through the scaffolding. Thank you. Whoa! No! Shoot him! Shoot her!
The gun goes forward.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Whew, this thing fucking handles like a dream.
Oh, the gun overheats. Shoot.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Ooh, what do we get? The Reach Marauder is defeated. You approach the buckled wreckage. Poised to plunder the plunderers. Behind you, someone is humming a song of victory. We don't need repairs.
Good thing we didn't get hit. That's neat, though.
43 sovereigns. Your boarding party returns with wallets and watches, cufflinks, lockets, and keepsakes. You store them in the safe to be pawned when, if, you make it back to port. So there was something over this way.
So the gun can fire. The gun can fire on auto, but it causes the heat to. Rather than moving causing overheats, it's the gun that causes the overheats.
Gotcha.
Now.
The taste of smog, like the sound of iron on iron. We are home.
Yay.
New Winchester.
Oh, which way do you go in? Sideways or forward ways?
I don't think it matters.
Aha!
Hooray!
We did it.
You coast into the bustle, the din, the soot, and the steam of Wolvesy Station. It's clogged with other engines, scrappy mining locomotives from Lustrum Way, weathered explorers gleaming with frost, sleek company vessels with bright brass fittings. No sooner have you pulled into the sidings than a brusque station master bustles over. You request to come aboard. I must speak with your captain, he insists, brandishing a ledger. The usual formalities.
Ah, yes.
He just appeared at your shoulder. His face is solemn, his hat is in his hands. He lowers his eyes. No, you fool! You just gotta click it and it goes forward automatically.
Still not used to that.
Alright, so, you're the new captain.
Aha.
Today, London lies between the stars. Her new empire unfolds across the heavens. But 10 years ago, before the northern gate was opened, before the renewed empress led her people into the skies, it lay in a vast cavern far beneath the earth. Dark, deep, dark, marvelous. Who were you then?
Looks like the same options
geez,
as...
there's a lot of them. Begin with high veils, high mirrors, high iron, high hearts. And then the other ones are mirrors. So it's... I'm not sure if it's flavor or more, but... a poet. You will begin
Some
with
of
high
them
hearts.
have got to be for flavors.
Yeah.
Like, there's multiple ones that increase the same thing, but if I remember correctly from Sunless Sea, you had, like, poet, you could choose your like, make a huge poem.
Yeah. So who were you then? Were you a sailor?
Nah, we got that gun life.
Okay, you were a soldier.
Ooh,
You served in
this is different.
Her Majesty's military, but how exactly? In the Royal Horse Guards, you served in the Blues, conducting labyrinthine ceremonial duties and defending Her Majesty's person. In the Corps of Royal Engineers, you were a sapper, a mechanic, an architect, an inventor, all while shells fell and bullets flew. Or in the Commissariat, an army marches on its stomach. You had to find supplies by whatever means necessary. So that affiliates you with villainy, establishment, and Bohemia. Interesting.
Bohemia. I don't know what Bohemia is, but it sounds like the way to go.
Choose an ambition. What does winning mean to you? You want a comfortable retirement, and by comfortable you mean extravagant. Many have made their fortunes out among the stars. Many more have failed, broken and lost in the drifting night. Will you be different? You will immortalize your exploits in the song of the sky. For centuries, people have launched themselves into the unknown in the hope of making a name for themselves. You're sure you'll succeed. After all, you've never heard of anyone who didn't. Even the stars have secrets, but they won't keep them from you. A message from an old friend begins an unwise quest to learn the secrets that the stars hide. What drives you? Curiosity? Justice? Insolence? Whatever it is, it will be tested. So the
could
truth
go for these pansy options.
Well, it's saying this is best played by a lineage that has already completed wealth or fame. So maybe we should do one of those first.
I mean, you say that, but if you remember the last time,
there's nothing stopping us from doing whatever the hell we want.
Straight for the throat.
Yeah.
Straight for the throat.
All right. Oh my god, the naming. The naming! It has happened! Look at these fanciful hats. What you're doing, but I love it already. Now, the question that I've been asking myself since I remembered that we were going to be recording this is what the hell you're going to name yourself this time? Because what the fuck were the names before? I don't even goddamn remember. Hold on. I'm looking it up. No, I can't look it up. Not on my phone. Shit. Anyway. Brother, sister, reverend, madam, sir, citizen, captain, my lord, my lady, specialist. Oh. Alright, here we go. Everybody.
I don't have the control of the...
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Give me control of the keyboard.
Hold on. I've got to flip that over here.
If it's possible for now.
Oh, God, yes. Of course it's possible.
Oh.
Boop, boop, there. Okay. Name your captain.
I've got to find out how many letters. I have plenty of letters.
Scootonius. You gotta put a capital letter in there for fuck's sake. Monster. Mulberry. Alright.
He married into the family.
Let me fucking fix these caps. God. Scootonius Pugunster Mulberry.
Pugunster Mulberry. Third generation Mulberry family.
Ladies and gentlemen, the grand adventures of Scootonius Pugunster Mulberry. Pugunster. Jesus. Alright. Moving right along.
Yes.
Alright, so that's not too bad.
Starting stats. 25 strengths.
25 strengths.
The truth.
When you are overheated, you cannot dodge. Dodging does increase overheat. 3 weeks have passed. This morning, Captain Whitlock received a simple memorial service. Her body was consigned to a necropolis train bound for the Serene Mausoleum. Now you sit with a handful of her relatives in the threadbare offices of her solicitors. A methodical notary is reading the will. The captain was wealthy once, but squandered her capital on mysterious expenses before her expedition to the Blue Kingdom. Captain's relatives, from whom she was mostly estranged, are clearly wondering why you are here.
Okay, now I know not to click.
Okay. True to her word, the notary... in a final codicil, the notary announces, Captain Whitlock confirmed that the possession of the Orphean was to pass to its first officer. He peers at you with dry grey eyes. This includes a certain black box contained in the Orphean's hold. Captain Whitlock's final request was that, at a time of your choosing, you transport said box to an address in London. Hands you an address card and deposit it there. You are not to look inside. She gave no explanation. And that's it. You're captain now. The Orphean is yours.
Mm-hmm. That's a spooky-looking black box right there.
Indeed it is. We got 100 sovereigns.
Woo!
I think we should probably deliver that, right?
Maybe.
I think investigate it. Hopefully it doesn't accidentally open it. Okay. Captain Whitlock left it to you in the hold of the Orphean. Her will described it only as a black box, a description you consider to be an unhelpful understatement. It's a casket of black basalt, longer than you are tall, unadorned, with a single small recess that contains a keyhole. The thing must weigh most of a ton. It sits upright in a corner of the hold, where the crew have pushed it out of the way. So you can consider what to do with it. You can try to remember when she acquired it, examine it, or sell it as a curiosity. If we sell it as a curiosity, I'm pretty sure it's just going to end that quest line, so... Open it from among the villain's associates.
Yourself 20%.
You need a savage secret.
Savage secret.
Detonate the lock with the modest explosives. Carefully pack grade munitions. Even that would have a
That's also
chance.
20%. Mirrors.
I mean, I think we should just deliver it, right?
I need villainy. We can't deliver it.
Well, consider what to do with it. Decisions. The last request of Captain Amelia Whitlock was for the box to be transported to a specific address in London. Alternatively, you could find someone willing to purchase it as a curiosity, and if you knew what was inside, you might be able to command a higher price. Captain Whitlock left it to you in the hold of the Orphean. Okay, so I guess we have to explore London to find where we're supposed to go, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Whitlock had it brought on board just before your ill-fated expedition to the Blue Kingdom. It was empty then. You know because you saw the lid and the box carried on board separately and assembled in the hold. It's not empty now. It is sealed and even heavier than before. But you left for the Blue Kingdom shortly after the box was delivered and made no stops on the way, so whatever is inside the box now, Captain Whitlock found in the Blue Kingdom.
Blue Kingdom box.
Creepy box.
Blue box.
Well, I think we should... Perhaps not.
Perhaps not.
Alright, so, Wolvesy Station.
A doctor.
Specialize in test driving, but I'm looking for something quieter. The driver indicates a crashed engine, still smoking. Like that. Without the screaming. This will get you a chief engineer who will increase your iron by 6, your hearts by 2, and your affiliation establishment by 1. And if you hover over that, it'll tell you how much it costs. You need 20 sovereigns.
Aha.
Driver boards.
Welcome aboard.
Eager to get started. I recently parted ways with the Windward Company, they explained. Personally, I think a crash a week isn't so bad. They disagreed. Oh well, live and learn. You have recruited the incautious driver. Okay. So... that's an opportunity, the fastidious inspector, or we could explore the city to try to find out. Okay. Excuse me, Captain. A woman pushes through the crowds towards you. She is short and square-shouldered, in a neat black suit and polished shoes. She shows you the case of her pocket watch. It is embossed with a crown and hourglass of London's horological office, the body responsible for ensuring time is consistent across the Empire. I'm hoping to book passage to Port Prosper, she says, slipping the watch away. I can, of course, pay. I mean, we don't have anything else going on.
You say?
Yeah.
Port Prosper?
Thank you.
50 sovereigns. Nice.
The locomotive I was on broke down following a boiler rupture. The chief engineer's fault, I expect, a gentleman fonder of brandy than of diligence. Here, an initial sum to seal our bargain. Prosper lies to the west-southwest of New Winchester. Not that there is such a thing as north, south, east, or indeed west out here. Instead, London cartographers picked 4 of the brighter, more reliable stars visible from the Empress's new palace and named them north, east, south, and west. Londoners value familiarity. Nice. So west-southwest. Alright, explore the city. Or do this ambition, I guess.
No. We've got to find out about the truth.
Following your return
this is the veteran.
Following your return to New Winchester, you are eager to meet up with an old friend. She is a staunch veteran. You served together in the military, she was reliable and brooked no nonsense. She left the army not long after you did, and you kept in touch, mostly via letter, occasionally meeting in pubs or clubs. When London arrived in the heavens, she was smitten by the idea of a life among the stars and invested her savings in her own locomotive. She is a skyfarer now, captain of the Azazel. She associates with a group of seasoned captains who gather at the Promise of Days here in New Winchester. Perhaps you can find her there.
Okay. Now we explore the city.
Okay. An opportunity to learn about trade. Sorry. The smoggy, clanking, singing, stamping, thronging, frantic heart of the Reach. An ever-expanding port of soot-smudged glass and bright steel, spilling across a drifting, mist-wrapped archipelago. Its factories thunder. Its engine sheds ring with hammers and hiss with steam. Locomotives chug into sidings for repair or flare across the sky and away into the high wilderness. So you can learn about trading, visit the Promise of Days, or inquire about the Winchester War.
Well, let's learn about money first.
On the pedal trail, a porter at the station advises you to visit the nearby pub, the Promise of Days, and talk to the season captains there. They keep their ears to the ground. They'll know about an opportunity or two.
Nice.
Alright, guess that's where we're going. Old pistons gleam on the walls. The shelves are crowded with mementos from across the sky. The clientele raise their voices to be heard above the comforting clamor of the adjacent engine yards. You may find helpful advice here. What do you need to do to introduce yourself? What's the icon? Oh, you
need to have not made their
acquaintance.
Gotcha. And you need to make their acquaintance to ask about the
Yes. 4 are gathered at their usual table. The masked citizen, a libertine, polymath, and a pioneer of the neo-nocturnal artistic school, the bedeviled didact, the scholar haunted by his discoveries, the plucky baroness, explorer, collector, philatelist, and spatchcocker Meg, who hunts monsters. Of course, everything out here is jolly dangerous, says the Baroness. Few risk the skies, so news of distant ports is valuable. Collect port reports from the places you visit and deliver them to Victory Hall or Company House. The more you turn in at once, the more they'll pay. Look for other opportunities on the way, advises the masked citizen. Passengers who want transport, rich men in need of bloody work, etc.
Etc.
Ask them how to make a fortune through trade. Learn about trade and how to find bargains and prospects. Okay. Ooh, Eleuthera. Souls to the Blue Kingdom and raw hours to London. Ah, the didact says, fiddling with his innumerable talisman. An essential topic. Meg slides you a stool, and the captain shuffle around to make room. The mass citizen buys you a drink. Why are you clicking on things? So, okay. You can, blah, blah, blah. You can sell, not buy, any trade good at any major ports. Lesser ports each sell a single good. You can see what a port exports by clicking it on your map. Okay. So, you can sell anything at any major port, but you can only buy things at lesser ports.
I'm lagging some. Oh, no.
Good to know.
Dave?
Clicky?
Dave?
Guard? Still with me, buddy? We may have lost to Gardeford. We've lost the Gardeford! Well, next time on Character Select, we will make our way back through the skies. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. Good lord, there's a lot of stuff going on. Ah, you back?
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Seems to be less laggy now, too.
Okay.